panel's called Beyond Marketing, and I think we're at a stage now where marketing and publicity and promotion, which used to have three very separate canons in our careers, are now very much collapsed because of what's gone on with social media. You're hearing all the time artists are creating sensations online, which then feed traditional media. We can talk about Rebecca Black, what happened to her. She started as an online sensation, like her or hate her. I've heard a lot of flack at my booth in the hall. But now she's gotten a record deal. So things that are happening online definitely translate into the offline world. And I run a social media PR firm in New York, and we work with 100 artists at a time, and my experience is there's a lot of confusion about these platforms and how to use them. Everybody's got the tools. We all have a Twitter, it was 100%. We all have Facebook, except you three, see me after the panel, et cetera. So we all have this stuff. The question now is, two things are, I think, missing for most of us, and that's vision and strategy. So we're today going to talk about getting some vision and strategy around your social media. We were talking and prepping in the room before we started in the green room, and Roy began to talk about what he sees all the time when artists are building websites, and I think that's the most important place to start, which is your homepage. So if you could talk to us about an effective website.
Thanks, Ariel. You know, one of the things that we see quite often is artists will come to us and certainly sign up to BroadJam, and they'll talk to us about their website. And we'll go to their website, and there'll be this incredible flash introduction that takes 15 seconds to load, and then you see that little loading thing, and about 80% of your traffic is gone in 5 seconds. If the site doesn't load in 5 seconds, they're gone. So the thing that, you know, if I can impart one thing today is that keep your site really simple. What do you want them to do when they come to your website? And let's just look at the biggest sites in the world. What do they have in common? The top 100 sites in the world, first of all, are all white. If you think about it, just think of one of the biggest websites in the world. They're white, they're very simple. There's a few that aren't, but there's probably 7 or 8. And I'm not saying to go back and retool your website and panic, but make sure that when somebody comes to your website, they know what to do when they get to your website. The other thing that's happened in the last few years is the menus have moved from the top, going left to right across the top of the page, down to the side of the page. So you can see all the features and all the things you want to get to. There's a lot more room on the left side of the page. So if you're thinking about retooling your site, consider that. That's really a trend that's happening. So if you take away a couple things, keep it real simple, and make the content be the driver. If you look at all of the social networks that are out there, the site doesn't get in the way of the content. Let your songs, your photos, your videos be the driver of the website, why people click on it and move from page to page.
Can I just say
yes,
something
of course,
in addition to
absolutely.
That? I am surprised at the amount of artists I speak to who have hired a web designer and then they need a webmaster in order to make their site get updated. Do you know what I'm talking about? People who do not know how. There's Host Baby. I know that there's sponsors of this event.
Bandzoogle is here.
Yes. Scrap it. If you're held hostage and you can't go put a new photo up or your latest article up or some kind of blog up, scrap it. Start from scratch. I'm telling you, so many people are held hostage to a webmaster or a web designer and they don't know how. I don't want to become a code master. I don't want to know how to do that. So I'm able to go up literally every day and say, guess what just happened? Oh my gosh. And then people know that they can come back every single day and find something new on my website.
Is everybody familiar with SoundCloud and Tumblr? Yeah, I mean, those two things right there, I mean, you don't need a whole lot more than that, I think.
Okay, those of you shaking your head, SoundCloud, can you explain?
Yeah, SoundCloud is emerging as a very powerful sort of distribution mechanism. So basically artists upload their songs there instead of MySpace music. And the beauty of it is once you have your song up there, you can push it out to wherever you want it to be. So if you want to put it on your Facebook page or you want to push it out through Twitter or it's a very, very readily available sort of playback mechanism for your songs. And you can choose whether you want your track to be downloadable or not. You probably don't, for free that is. And Tumblr is just a very, very easy to use. It's a blog platform, so it doesn't give you complete control like WordPress would, but it's a very easy to use, very user-friendly simple way to get content up. Those two things, if you wanted to start from scratch, you could get those up and running in 6 hours.
Okay, Tay, what does your website look like?
Yeah, I guess just if I can pipe in, one great thing about a lot of websites like Ning, a lot of social network aggregators that are kind of a turnkey solution where you can go there and start a website is they now let you sign in with Facebook. They now let you sign in with a lot of the major websites with Twitter, so you can actually have your website now and have your fan base sign in with a lot of the major players. And so it's not this big burden on your shoulders to figure out how to set up a database, how to set up all these different membership systems, and you can still retain your own website, still kind of have that service that's specific to you.